JCF conducted national roadblock operation. Motorists had to expect delays. Motorists expected delays on Saturday as the Jamaica Constabulary for JCF conducted its national roadblock exercise. Deputy Superintendent of Police DSP for the St. Catherine South Division, Paulette Baker, who is the duty officer at the roadblock mounted at the Municipal Boulevard Dyke Road roundabout, explained that the police military operation is part of a crime prevention initiative. What you are seeing here with our men on the ground is our national coordinated roadblock operation. This is an activity carried out across the island, directed by the Deputy Commissioner of Police for Strategic Operations, DSP Baker noted. The goal is to counter some of the criminal activities happening in our space. We need to continue these strengths to ensure the safety of our communities. Through these operations, we often recover firearms and legal items, so we ask the public to bear with us, the senior officer added. She appealed to motorists to remain patient as delays are expected while authorities conduct the roadblocks. We understand that traffic is currently backed up, but we ask for the public's patience and cooperation to allow us to do our work and keep our communities safe, Baker stated. Some St. Catherine residents reportedly facing spike in fears due to closure of Bagwalk Gorge. Member of Parliament for St. Catherine North Central, Natalie Nita Garvey, has raised concern regarding a spike in fears for some St. Catherine residents due to the closure of the Bagwalk Gorge. The gorge is closed due to landslides, which left large boulders and other debris along the roadway. National Works Agency has been unable to provide a timeline for the reopening of the roadway, but says work is underway to restore access. In the interim, Mrs. Nita Garvey is urging the government to temporarily open the North-South toll road to the public. This would provide relief for citizens facing severe commuting disruptions following Tropical Storm Rafael. In a letter to the Prime Minister on Johannes, Mrs. Nita Garvey highlighted the storm's devastating impact on Jamaica's already damaged road network. She said many rural communities, especially in St. Catherine, are struggling to manage daily activities, with blocked roads and worsened conditions complicating their routines. She emphasized that workers and students who rely on the Bagwalk Gorge for daily transit are facing unsustainable fare hikes, with some fares raising up from $200 to $500 each way. The MP said these extreme fare increases are not only reducing productivity, but also preventing students from reaching school as they prepare for the end-of-term examinations. She underscored that opening the toll road to the public at no cost would provide crucial support during this challenging period. One last ride emotional farewell for firefighter Shaheena. With sirens blazing and lights flashing, a Jamaica Fire Brigade JFB truck journeyed from Spanish Town Fire Station to the Thanksgiving service for the life of firefighter Shaheena on Saturday, her coffin draped to the Jamaican flag and placed atop of the truck for a last ride. Colleagues flanked the coffin as the truck navigated the streets of Spanish Town, curious onlookers stopping to witness the solemn farewell of a fallen hero. Upon arrival at Twickenham Park Church of the Opening Bible, Nelson's body was welcomed by her colleagues, who formed a guard of honor at the entrance. As pallbearers marched with the coffin into the church, each firefighter salute, tears streaming down the faces of some preparing to say farewell to the 22-year-old who dedicated her life to serving her country. In a tribute to Nelson, Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie shared a conversation between them at her JFB graduation ceremony. He recalled that she was bubbly and very upbeat, looking forward to continuing the family tradition of serving in the brigade. On behalf of the government of Jamaica, I want to assure you that we will work with the Jamaica Fire Brigade to ensure that we preserve her memory, that we never allow a day to pass that her name is not mentioned for the lady that she was and for the place that she has left on this earth, stated Mackenzie. Nelson was the adopted daughter of JFB Assistant Superintendent Garnet Dawes, whose son, firefighter Lorenzo, died after being struck by a vehicle while on duty in Ocho St. Anne on November 30, 2022. Her mother, Claudine Taylor, is the cook at JFB Portmore Fire Station in St. Catherine. Nelson joined the brigade in 2022, shortly after the passing of her stepbrother. She was a member of the Intake 24 batch and was first stationed at Spanish Town Fire Station before being transferred to Halfway Tree Station, then York Park Fire Station, followed by Stony Hill Fire Station, where she worked until the time of her death. Official police reports state that the 22-year-old was driving home on the night of September 6 when her vehicle collided with a trailer truck at the intersection of Angels Main Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and was crushed under its weight. Her colleagues who responded to the crash call broke down on the scene when they learned the identity of the victim. On Saturday, Nelson colleagues from the Kingston and St. Andrew Division were emotional as they remembered her as the mother of the group, especially around meal times. Sharing her love for food, they stated that Nelson would often cook up a storm at the fire station. Her warmth and generosity filled the space when they gathered for a meal. Shaheena was a gem to us. Though small in stature, she had a big heart. As a female firefighter, she never wanted to be shielded from the tough task. She was eager to be in the midst of it all, whether it was fighting structural or bushfires, and in the rock seal of St. Andrew, or responding to a challenging motor vehicle accident, they stated. Though her time as a firefighter was brief, her impact was profound. Shaheena is deeply loved and will be sorely missed, but heaven has gained, we have lost, rest well, they stated. Fighting back tears, stepsister Kaden does recall precious moments shared with the young firefighter. From the countless late-night stalking to card games, experiences in the kitchen, and turning their home into a hairdressing salon, thus said their memories will be embedded in her and her siblings' minds forever. Many may say Shaheena was our stepsister or adopted sister, which is fine. Terminology-wise, you are correct, but what people fail to realize is that she was not just that, she was the 10th piece of our family, and a tiny piece of our family is missing from a majestic puzzle. Shaheena was the lightning bolt that our family needed, the spark that ignited flame bringing back life to us after the passing of her aunt, stated Kaden. Acknowledging that Shaheena would have celebrated her 23rd birthday on November 5th, Kaden said she was saddened to know that her sister's life ended at 22 years. Celebrating the time that fallen fighters had unearthed, she read cards given to Nelson on her 22nd birthday. To a beauty, to the one who undeniable strength, to the one that eludes confidence, to the one that I call brave and courageous, to the one that is like our soup patch candy. Happy birthday, Kaden read. The 2.5-year service was a mix of sadness and thanksgiving. Close friends from Nelson's alma mater, St. Catherine High School, struggled to form words as they shared memory of their time with her, while musical tribute from the JFB choir and close friend David Hyman uplifted the funeral. A floral tribute presented by members of the JFB in Take 24 also brought much color and warmth to the service. In an emotional letter to Nelson, her sister, Christina Morrison, shared that she was struggling to accept that she was gone. We've cried sisterly tears for one another. We've cheered each other on. Oh God, Shy, we have sung. My sister, I have loved you since the day I met you. I love you for free. You have been beautiful rays of light in our lives, our songbird. Every night we sat in our living room and sang our hearts out, climbing to notes none of us could reach. I don't want to miss you. I don't want to say gone too soon, she said, wiping tears as they flowed down her cheeks. Family friend Latika Thomas remembered Nelson as adventurous, family-oriented, and determined. Nelson, she said, never gave up on her dream to become a firefighter when her application was first denied. Instead, she asked when she could apply again. Shaheena was strong and witty. She brought laughter to every fire station she worked, compassion for every rescue, and strength for every challenge. Despite the risk, she stepped forward each day, committed to a life of service and sacrifice. She carried herself with a kind heart and a steady resolve, knowing that her work was not easy, yet she approached it with an unwavering spirit, stated Thomas. In her short time with us, she embodied that it is truly means to be a hero. Her family will let you know she was one of the bravest person who ever lived, Thomas stated. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.